Hello, Talking After Dark family. Welcome to another episode of Talking After Dark. Let's entitle this video, Money and Success. Yes, money and success. Money and success are two beautiful things, two beautiful characteristics to have in your life. Absolutely. Money can buy you things that words can't buy. It can do things for you that only money can do. You know, it can provide you with the type of home you want to live in. It can provide you with the type of car you want to drive, the clothes you want to wear, the travels and the vacations that you want to take. So money has a rightful place in its place. Success can do the same thing. It's a beautiful thing to have letters behind your name and trophies and accolades and all those awesome things that are just about you. They're just about you. So who do they matter to more than anything else? You, and only you. There's a difference when it comes to money and success and relationships, because money and success are about you. It's about your achievements, your status, your accolades, all those things that are about you. Now, when it comes to relationships, sometimes money and success bumps heads with love and happiness. Now, love and happiness in itself can just be a cure-all for so many things. But many of us will choose to have successful relationships based on those two things, money and success. So what happens when the money runs out? What happens when the successes cease to exist? What happens when you lose your job, you fall off your platform, you fall off the ladder, you fall out of grace, whatever that might be, that sort of stalemates the successes and the incomes? Because people lose jobs, people lose status, people lose income. What does that do to your relationship? If you're in a relationship about love and about the successful thereof and therein, then you have the support of that loving kindness from the person that you're in that relationship with. They have your back, regardless to what happens to you, what ladders you fall off, what status you fall out of, what grace you lose. They are still there for you, because love is supposed to supersede all of that. Money and success, it almost can't operate in the same place and space as love and happiness. They sometimes find themselves putting boxing gloves on and always trying to box. So at some point, when you stop thinking less of yourself and you think about the union and conjoining with someone, then your successes and your status can't be about trying to find somebody as successful as you are or on the same level of status with you. I mean, it looks good in the public eye. It looks good on paper, but is it really heartfelt? Is it really from the heart? Are those the ties that bind? Does it really matter when it needs to? I don't think so. I think that love and happiness will supersede any of that. In the right relationship with the right person, I assure you that love and happiness are the ties that bind. Love and happiness are the things that are going to be the cure-all, or it's going to be the things that just, it's your safe place. It's your safe space. It is the person that is going to be there for you, that's got your back no matter what happens. Love and happiness is supposed to overcome all of that. But sometimes we get so confused with status. We get so confused with education and so confused with letters and bars and degrees that we will deny opportunity to people who are so perfect for us, who are so ideal for us, but we downplay them because they don't have the status, because they don't have the income. Is that right? Not really. But nobody can tell you what's right for you or what's good for you. But usually along the way, you find out that Successful people, people who make plenty of money, people who have much status, they're no more happy than the other people. They're no more happier than broke people. They're no more happier than people who don't have those degrees or bars or accolades and all. They're no happier. The divorce rate for those people are, matter of fact, higher than it is for people who don't have that status, for people who don't have those type of incomes. It's either equal to or greater than. What's the point of all of this? You have to get to a point in your life until you realize that love and happiness is its own story. It is its own story. Sometimes the failure of losing is an enemy to success. You know, the idea of having a failed relationship, you know, the idea of not being on a certain status or plateau or income-based level, whatever, it is an enemy to the success. Because it's not about just you. It's about the two of you. It's about what you and the other person can do collectively, can do together, that creates that love and happiness. And it's not going to be because how much money there is or how much success there is. It's going to be how much love there is. And if there's the right mixture of love, there's the right combination of God and all of that, there is the right combination of respect for each other. How much money you make, it ain't going to matter. How many accolades you have behind it, it ain't going to matter. Some of those people are so miserable trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to prove that they are socially and economically successful, and that equates to the success of their love and happiness. It does not. Most people who make money, that kind of money, or live that kind of life are miserable. That's not for everybody. A lot of relationships like that are just miserable because people are just trying to keep up with the Joneses. They don't want their address to be different. They don't want the neighborhood they live in to be different. They don't want to drive a different kind of car. They don't want to wear a different kind of clothes. But don't be confused. What do you really want? Are you really more interested in success and status? Or are you interested in love and happiness? I promise you, at some point, they are going to collide with each other, and you're going to have to make that decision about what's really important. Is it really, really that important that you live in $1 million house and be miserable in love? Or would $300,000 house or $400,000 house be just as good to you in a endearing and loving relationship? What's really important? Only you can answer that. Only you know what that feels like. But I can guarantee you, plenty of people watching this video are going to be thinking about, are they really happy because they can go out and buy a Dooney, or they can drive a certain kind of car, or they got the best hair money can buy, or the best clothes, but they're miserable. Miserable. But yet your friends, you know, or people that you know don't have the money, don't have the, but they're happy. They're excited about life and living. They're excited about love because they're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. Love and happiness can be its own success. You know, money and status can be its own success as well. For people who are not in it for those reasons, but they're in it really because of the love. But yet they just happen to be successful. They just happen to have the status. And that's okay, because this doesn't apply to everybody, but I can guarantee you that the most important thing has to be about love and happiness. It can't be about money and success. It can't be about the status quo. It can't be about that. So check yourselves before you wreck yourself. Think about what's really important and what you really want. You know, I would tell you that at some point in your life, you should come to the conclusion that you just want to be happy. You just want to be happy. And you want to be with someone who just brings the happiness to you, that you guys are just happy together. Whether you have everything or you have nothing at all, you're just happy to be with each other. Think about what's really important and really consider how important it is trying to be the picture of wealth or the picture of success because of who you are and where you live and how you live without love, or not having all of those things, but yet having an awesome relationship with an awesome individual. I tell you, when you get to that point in life, you'll realize what's really important. To God be the glory, and to those who can find love in each other for all the right reasons. So listen, let me hear from you. I know there's some stories out there about love and happiness and about money and status and all those things. So let us hear from you. Remember, Talking After Dark. Share, like, and subscribe. God bless you. God keep you.